Okay, so time for first thoughts on The Coven by Harper L. Woods. I will say I am really loving this so far. I got through to chapter 9 last night. It's dual POV, so you get two people. It's about a coven of witches, and they're two, like, leaders, I guess you could call them. They're like the two top dogs are basically just bones that can talk, and they're like magic. So these bones, the coven, are opening up a school that was closed down for their descendants, their witches, and they want like a certain group to come in, and it's a very small group to begin with. So they make this vessel, is what they're called, go out and retrieve all of the students for the new year. And one of the students is a descendant of two lines, one that's about to be dead and another one that is supposedly dead. So that's about as far as I've gotten so far on the storyline. If you're wondering what a vessel is, it's a vampire, basically. It's just a different description of it, and I really enjoyed that about this book. So a vessel is a magical, immortal being that is, it's like a body housing a soul, if that makes sense. But it's just a different take on vampire. They don't call them vampires. They're vessels. They do still suck blood. They still can get killed by the sun. And it's very basic, except they don't just eat anybody. They don't just suck on any blood. They have to have a witch. So they are kind of being commanded at this point by witches, although they kind of have an obvious hatred towards them. And you can tell that from Gray, which is the main male character, the MMC in this book. You can tell he really just does not like them, like, very obviously. And it's intriguing. This one does have some pretty big trigger warnings in there, so I would say definitely read through those before you decide to jump in. Because it's got some violence, some like forced feeding things, which can trigger like SA stuff. So be careful, be wary if you're gonna start this one. I'm thinking this is probably gonna be like a 4 to 5 maybe for me at this point. I really like vampires and witches. I like those kind of stories, and I'm getting ready for the spooky season.